God says, I am giving you final chance to receive $30,000. This time will not come again. This blessing could change your life today. Your moment has arrived. Open this within the next 3 days before this opportunity passes. You are standing before a moment that should no longer be delayed, for I am opening a new path for you to step out of days marked by lack, heaviness, and uncertainty. Be still for a while. Not because you fear that I will abandon you, but because some doors can only be recognized when your heart is no longer restless. I have not come to force you to chase an uncertain promise, nor do I use panic to keep your attention. I am calling you with the love of a father who has seen every quiet effort, every time you rose again after disappointment, and every tear you concealed, because you did not want to become a burden to others. What I am preparing is not merely a sum of money or a temporary opportunity, but a transformation in the way you live, the way you manage what is entrusted to you, and the way you look toward the future with faith instead of fear. Many times, you have wondered why you have prayed for so long, while your circumstances remained unchanged. There were days when your hands worked without rest. Yet the results still seemed painfully small. There were nights when you calculated every expense and fell silent because you did not know how you would manage tomorrow. I saw it all. I never turned my face away from you, nor did I ever regard your needs as insignificant. My silence was not forgetfulness, and delay did not mean that your prayers had fallen into emptiness. While you were waiting, I was teaching you to distinguish between what you wanted immediately and what could truly sustain your life over time. I protected you from shortcuts that appeared attractive but carried hidden bondage, and from invitations that looked like opportunities but would have required you to sacrifice your peace, dignity, and the good values I placed within you. Now I want you to prepare to receive provision with a mature heart. Blessing is not given to make you proud, nor to help you prove that you are greater than those who once looked down upon you. I give you abundance, so that fear of lack will no longer control you, so that you may care for your family, fulfill your responsibilities, heal the damage caused by financial pressure, and become a hand that lifts those who are weary. When good things begin to appear, do not rush to spend merely to fill emotional emptiness. Learn to pause, consider carefully, and ask what is truly necessary. Lasting increase is found not only in what you receive, but also in the wisdom to preserve it, develop it, and use it for the right purpose. I do not want you to escape poverty, only to become trapped in another form of dependence. I want you to be free, steady, and wise enough not to lose what has been entrusted to you. My beloved child, difficult seasons have developed endurance within you that you have not yet fully recognized. You had very little, yet you still knew how to share. You were misunderstood, yet you did not choose retaliation. You stood before bills, responsibilities, and promises you could not yet fulfill, but you continued working, continued praying, and continued trying to live honestly. I have recorded the things no one praised. I know every time you refused dishonesty, even when you desperately needed money. I know when you kept your word, although it placed you at a disadvantage. I know the moments when you wanted to surrender, yet still rose the next morning and began again. Your faithfulness in small things has prepared you to enter a broader season. What I give is not determined by human applause, but by my complete understanding of who you are, the road you have traveled, and the responsibilities you will be able to carry in the future. From this moment forward, stop calling yourself forgotten. Do not continue agreeing with the words that once made you believe you were incapable, unworthy, or destined to live forever in lack. You may have made mistakes, but your mistakes are not your identity. You may have failed in managing money, but failure has no authority to determine your entire tomorrow. I am teaching you how to repair foundations that have become unstable. Begin by being honest with yourself. Identify what must be reduced, what must be repaid, what you need to learn, and which skills must be developed. Do not see discipline as punishment. Discipline is a protective boundary that prevents good things from leaking out of your hands. Every wise decision you make today will become a strong stone in the peaceful home you are building. I am also arranging meetings, ideas, and opportunities suited to your abilities. Some things will come through an introduction that appears ordinary. Some will begin as small assignments, but open into a greater direction. Certain doors will not look impressive, yet behind them lies the stability you have sought for a long time. Therefore, do not despise humble beginnings. Do well what is already before you. Complete what you have accepted. Respect time and treat the people you meet with kindness. Your preparation is the strongest response you can give to what I am opening. When an opportunity arrives, you will recognize it not only through excitement, but through peace, transparency, and the healthy results it can produce. What comes from me will never require you to betray your conscience or trample upon others in order to advance. Do not allow fear to keep speaking on your behalf. It has caused you to delay, doubt your abilities, and overlook possibilities you should have explored. It made you believe every door would close, everyone would reject you, and every effort would be useless. But I am leading you out of that way of thinking. You do not need to move in panic, nor must you compare your journey with anyone else's. Each person has a different season, a different responsibility, and a unique path. What I am doing in your life will unfold according to the rhythm that is right for you. At times I will urge you to move quickly. At other times I will teach you to wait. In both I remain beside you. Let peace guide you. Let discernment test what appears before you. And let gratitude keep you from becoming bitter when what you desire does not arrive immediately. As change begins, you will notice that not only are your external circumstances improving, but you are also becoming different. You will be less afraid when facing numbers, less inclined to avoid responsibility, and more capable of making plans calmly. You will no longer use money to prove your worth, because you will understand that your value is not found in what you possess. You will know how to rejoice when you have much while remaining humble, and how to wait in peace without falling into despair. This is the abundance I desire to place in your life. An inner life that is not ruled by money, hands willing to work, a heart ready to share, and a mind clear enough to choose what is good among countless invitations. Therefore, receive this moment with awareness. Do not merely wait for a miracle while neglecting the work that belongs to you. Pray, and then rise to act. Trust, and then bring order to your life. Hope, and then learn what you still lack. I will open the way, but you must have the courage to walk. I will provide opportunities, but you must remain faithful to them. I will bring provision, but you must manage it with gratitude and wisdom. You have not been left behind. The difficult years are not the conclusion of your story. I am leading you into a new season where peace replaces panic, order replaces confusion, and faith replaces constant anxiety. Keep your heart tender, your eyes clear, and your steps upright. The goodness that is coming is not meant to draw you away from me, but to help you understand more deeply. That in every season, I remain the Father who has never forgotten you. Do not leave this journey when change is closer than ever before, for the faithful steps you have taken are not leading into emptiness. They are bringing you toward a season of restoration that I have been preparing in silence. You have endured too many dark days, preserved your heart through repeated disappointment, and continued moving forward even when no sign was visible before you. Therefore, do not allow the weariness of one moment to make you abandon what has been cultivated over many years. You are not standing before a small comfort or a temporary improvement. I am leading you into a profound reversal where losses no longer have the final word. Financial burdens are gradually lifted, blocked paths begin to open, and peace returns to places that have long been covered by anxiety. Remain in trust, not with the frightened belief that you might lose me, but with the steadiness of one who knows that their Father is still completing the work he began. You are standing near a flow that your own strength could never create. I know you have worked hard, tried to save, searched for many solutions, and begun again from almost nothing more times than you can count. Those efforts were not meaningless, but what is coming will help you understand that life is sustained by more than the labor of your hands. Some doors will not open, no matter how long you knock until the proper time arrives. Some resources will not appear however widely you search, until I arrange for the right people, circumstances, and opportunities to meet. When that moment comes, you will realize that I was working in places you could not see. I was aligning things that appeared unrelated, protecting you from impulsive choices, and leading you along a longer road so that you would become mature enough to receive something greater without losing humility, integrity, or gratitude. Remember the times when I made a way where no path remained, the seasons when I sustained the faithful in barren places, and the moments when I transformed what appeared to be an ending into a new beginning. That power does not belong only to ancient stories. I am still present in your home, in the work you are doing, in the decisions you must make, and in every prayer you believe has gone unanswered. I heard your sighs in the quiet of the night. I knew the times you lay awake, wondering how you would meet your family's needs the next day. I saw you hide your weariness behind a smile, so that those you loved would not worry. No hidden sorrow has escaped my sight. What you once wept over in solitude will be healed through visible results, not so that you may boast before others, but so that you may know that your perseverance, faithfulness, and hope were never overlooked. I do not want you to continue living with the mindset of merely surviving each day. I am teaching you to leave disorder and enter a life of stability, where you no longer awaken with constant fear about money or go to sleep carrying hundreds of unanswered questions. The prosperity I intend for you is not intoxication with material things, but the condition of having enough to live responsibly, care for those entrusted to you, develop your abilities, and become a source of support for others. I want you to be able to pay what must be paid without drowning in shame, to plan for the future without being dragged backward by the past, and to rest with a peaceful heart, because your life is no longer controlled by lack. True provision always walks with wisdom, therefore. I am not only increasing your resources, I am expanding your vision, strengthening your discipline, and teaching you to distinguish between genuine needs and temporary desires. Tell fear that it no longer has the right to determine your steps. Too often it has exaggerated dangers and made you see a small obstacle as an insurmountable wall. It told you that you would remain forever in your present circumstances, that every good opportunity was reserved for someone else, and that your old mistakes would follow you for the rest of your life. But I tell you that the past is merely a place you have traveled through. It is not where you are required to live forever. Doubt must also become silent when your heart is anchored in my faithfulness. You do not need to persuade yourself with dramatic declarations. You need only remember that I have never made a promise and forgotten it, nor have I ever led you out of one season only to abandon you. Halfway when I call you forward, I also prepare the strength you need. When I give you a responsibility, I also open the resources required to fulfill it. When I close a door, it is not always rejection, sometimes it is protection, keeping you from entering a place that would steal your peace. However, faith does not mean sitting still and waiting for everything to fall into your hands. Mature faith knows how to rise, bring order and respond through action. Look directly at your debts instead of hiding from them. Make a clear plan, abandon habits that waste what you already have, and courageously seek guidance when you do not know where to begin. Develop your skills, complete your work with diligence, and remain honest even when you believe no one is watching. I can bring you an opportunity, but you must prepare yourself to recognize it. I can connect you with the right person, but you must enter that meeting with humility and responsibility. I can enlarge the field, but you must learn how to sow, tend, and protect the harvest. Do not ask for great increase, while continuing to preserve small habits that allow every good thing to leak away. Lasting change begins with choices that may appear quiet, but are repeated faithfully each day. Do not let your heart become preoccupied with those who opposed you, looked down upon you, or took pleasure in your difficulties. Your restoration does not need to become a sentence against them. I do not raise you so that you can humiliate others, but so that you may become evidence that mercy can rewrite a story that seemed broken beyond repair. Some will be surprised to see you rise. Others will not understand how you still carry peace after everything you endured. Yet you do not need to argue or prove anything. Let your renewed life speak for itself. Your calmness will answer accusations. Your kindness, even after being wounded, will show that you have been healed. The wisdom with which you manage what is entrusted to you will demonstrate that you are no longer the person you were in the former season. The greatest victory is not seeing someone bow before you. It is reaching the place where bitterness, comparison, and the need for recognition no longer control you, my beloved child. Do not misunderstand my call to remain as a threat. My love does not close its door because you experienced one moment of weakness, and my mercy does not disappear when you need time to stand again. I tell you to remain because I know you often give up when your exhaustion reaches its highest point. Many times you turned away from an opportunity because old disappointment made you afraid to hope again. This time, be more patient with yourself. Do not reach a conclusion after seeing only part of the journey. Some changes begin very quietly. A new idea appears, a timely conversation takes place, a door to work opens slightly, a good habit slowly forms, or a burden within you suddenly becomes lighter. Do not despise these small signs. A great road often begins with an ordinary step, taken with extraordinary faith. I am leading you from struggle into stewardship, from fear into awareness, from confusion into order, and from feeling forgotten into the assurance that you are still being cared for. But before your circumstances are fully transformed, Allow me to change the way you see yourself. You are not the sum of everything you still lack. You are not defined by failed ventures, missed opportunities, or the judgments of others. You are someone capable of learning again, building again, and beginning again with deeper wisdom. I am not ashamed of you. I do not look upon you with the disappointment with which you so often look upon yourself. I see someone who has passed through fire, yet kept a tender heart, someone who was pressed down but did not lose the ability to love, and someone who can become a place of refuge for many others when restoration has completed its work. In you, therefore, continue walking with calmness and courage. Do not chase every dazzling promise, but do not reject everything new, merely because you fear disappointment. Test each opportunity by peace, integrity, and its long-term fruit. What comes from me will not force you to betray good values, manipulate others, or pursue a form of wealth that leaves your heart barren. I want what is placed in your hands to become a source of healing for your family, hope for your community, and a foundation for a stable future. You have traveled far enough to understand that abundance is not merely found in what fills the outside of your life. It is also found in a heart that no longer trembles before tomorrow. Remain in faith, be faithful to today's responsibilities, and allow me to lead you one step at a time. The destination ahead is not only a place where you recover what was lost, but a place where you become a new person, steady enough to protect what I place within your life. I do not need human approval in order to open a way for you, because what I have determined in love cannot be altered by any opposing voice. Too often, you have measured your value by the attitudes of others. Too often, you have waited for someone to recognize you, agree with you, or support you before you dared to believe that something good could happen. But my beloved, my grace is not determined by earthly discussions. I do not ask the permission of those who once looked down upon you, nor do I allow old judgments to become limits upon your future. When I place my hand upon a journey, what was closed can open, what was delayed can accelerate, and what appeared permanently lost can be restored in a new and better form. You are not entering this season because someone took pity on you, but because I saw you, understood you, and knew the right time to bring you out of confinement. Your past has no right to negotiate with your tomorrow. Your mistakes may teach you, but they are not permitted to keep you chained forever to shame. Unwise choices cannot erase the abilities I have placed within you. The lies that followed, you cannot change the truth that you are still loved, still guided, and still able to begin again. I do not define you by one moment of weakness, one impulsive decision, or one season of failure. I see the whole journey. I see what you have learned, what you are repairing, and the maturity quietly forming behind painful days. Therefore, do not allow the accusing voice within you to keep your head bowed. Stand upright in humility, acknowledge what must change, and move forward with gratitude, because the door of restoration remains open. Forces of fear have tried to distract you from what truly matters. They kept you busy with small things, exhausted your mind through comparison, and planted the thought that every effort would end in disappointment. But I am drawing your attention back to what endures. Do not allow one negative statement to take possession of your entire day. Do not let one person's cold attitude make you forget that a broad journey still lies before you. Do not let delay persuade you that every door is closed. Many times, what you call delay is the period I use to rebuild the foundation, so that when an increase arrives, it does not lead you astray, but makes you stronger. I am teaching you to distinguish between what produces temporary agitation and the gentle calling that leads you into deep peace. I stand before the door of your inner life, not to threaten you, but to invite you to open the rooms that have long been locked by disappointment. There are places within you that no longer dare to hope because you are afraid of being broken again. There are parts of you so accustomed to lack that the thought of abundance makes you uneasy rather than joyful. I understand this. Therefore, I do not force you to appear strong immediately. I only ask you to allow yourself to believe a little more, take one more step, and release one more burden. What I desire to do is not merely to change what surrounds you, but to heal the way you receive good things. You need to learn that you can receive without guilt, grow without apologizing for your progress, and live with enough while preserving a gentle heart. I am sending opportunities to you in many different forms. Some may look like a job offer, a new idea, a timely encounter, or someone who sees an ability in you that you never believed you possessed. Help may come through sincere advice, an opportunity to learn, or a small but sustainable solution. Do not search only for what appears extraordinary and overlook what seems simple. Many great transformations begin with an ordinary conversation. Many lasting sources of provision are created through one small habit, maintained consistently. I can place a key before you, but you must be alert enough to recognize the door it opens. I can give you a plan, but you must have enough discipline to carry out each step. I can connect you with the right person, but you must enter that relationship with honesty, respect, and responsibility. Your home is also being brought into a new season of order. The quiet tension caused by money, work pressure, and unspoken concerns will gradually be released as you begin to face everything calmly. I want you to protect your home from impulsive decisions and relationships that only take without ever building. Not every open door must be entered, and not every attractive proposal carries peace. There are things I close because they are draining your strength, time, and joy. Learn to say no without believing you are cruel. Healthy boundaries are not coldness. They are the way you preserve what is precious, so that you can give from a healthier place. I want the cup of your life to be filled, but not merely so that you can keep everything for yourself. True abundance always flows. When you are strengthened, you will be able to strengthen others. When you are released from fear of lack, you will know how to share without panic. When your family becomes stable, you will be able to become a place of peace for those passing through difficult seasons. Yet you must remember that generosity does not mean allowing others to exploit you. I do not want you to continue becoming empty in the name of love. Help with discernment, give within healthy limits, and do not carry responsibilities that others need to learn to face themselves. The most beautiful generosity does not leave you exhausted. It allows both the giver and the receiver to grow. You do not need to see those who opposed you brought low in order to know that I stand with you. I do not bless you to nourish revenge. I want you to become so free that you no longer need to triumph in front of anyone. When you live peacefully, honestly, and steadily, that life is already a complete answer. Those who doubted you may watch, but you do not need to turn back and prove anything. Those who wounded you may never admit what they did, but your healing does not depend upon their apology. I am leading you to a place where the past no longer controls your emotions, where you can remember without being overwhelmed, and where your success no longer carries the taste of bitterness. The doors I open will be accompanied by peace transparency, and responsibility. They will not require you to lie, manipulate, or exchange your dignity. The doors I close are often places that continually drain your vitality, draw you away from pure values, and force you to become a version of yourself you no longer recognize. Do not grieve everything that has left. Some losses are actually deliverance. Some rejections are protection. Some relationships end because they no longer belong with the person you are becoming. You do not need to drag everything old into your new season. Carry only the lessons, gratitude, and wisdom refined through the journey. The days of praying only from desperation are giving way to days of praying with trust and acting with awareness. I do not want you to live as someone constantly waiting to be rescued from every responsibility. I want you to become a partner in what I am doing. Bring order to your finances, care for your health, manage your time, and complete the tasks you have postponed. Pay what you can, learn what must be learned, and build each small foundation. You do not need to change everything in one day, but you must begin. Every upright step is a declaration that you no longer belong to confusion. Every wise decision is evidence that you are becoming ready for something greater. You have suffered enough to understand the value of peace, but do not let what you endured turn you into someone who only knows how to defend themselves. The new season is not merely a time to receive again. It is also a time to learn how to remain open without being naive, to trust without becoming blind, and to love without losing yourself. I am leading you out of survival and into a purposeful life. From now on, you will not only ask how to survive this month, you will learn how to build for the years ahead. You will not only think about solving immediate crises, you will create stability. You will not only pray for a door to open, you will prepare yourself to walk through it with maturity. Remember that you have not been forgotten in any room, hidden by any delay, or erased by any mistake. I am still working in places you cannot see. Some arrangements began long before you realized you would need them. Some answers are forming through people you have not yet met. Some ideas will come at the right time when your mind becomes quiet enough to listen. Therefore, keep your heart pure, your hands diligent, and your steps upright. A season of blessing does not always begin with a great noise. Often, it begins with a new peace arising within you. When you realize that you no longer tremble before tomorrow, you will understand that abundance began long before the numbers outside your life changed. When you feel urged to perform a brief ritual, use those few seconds instead to return to awareness. Take a deep breath before making a decision. Ask yourself whether the promise sounds too good to be true. Remember that no one has the right to pressure you into acting from fear. Turn off the screen. If an advertisement is disturbing your peace, then seek truth from trustworthy sources. Ask someone knowledgeable and compare the information before moving forward. 7 seconds cannot make money appear, but 7 seconds of awareness can prevent an expensive mistake. A brief pause may not transform your account immediately, but it can protect what you worked so hard to build. I am calling you not to chase human secrets, but to walk in wisdom. The provision I have for you does not depend upon unsupported promises. It may come through honest work, a suitable opportunity, a wise plan, timely assistance, or an ability you patiently develop over many years. Do not despise ordinary paths, because it is often through ordinary things that I build lasting results. Pray but also learn, hope but also verify, trust. But do not place your trust in those who refuse transparency. I will never ask you to prove your faith by putting yourself in danger. Therefore, Today's urgent call is not to hurry after a promise of sudden wealth, but to return quickly to clarity before greed or fear leads you away. Opportunities may return, and money can be earned again, but the wounds caused by deception may take a long time to heal. Protect your heart from desperation, protect your resources from impulsiveness, and protect your future from decisions made during a few emotionally charged minutes. You do not need a hidden secret in order to enter a better life. You need truth, discipline, patience, and the courage to begin with small things. I will remain beside you through each slow and faithful step, because a lasting path may not promise you everything in a single night, but it will not steal your peace the following morning.